Welcome. This is Bob Cravens from Random Sparks. You can see my blog at blog.bobcravens.com. This is a continuation in the remote desktop series that I've been working on. I've added another feature that I want to show. If you're interested in the remote desktop series, click on remote desktop on the blog and you can see the whole series. Just to remind everybody about the architecture we're dealing with is we have a bunch of computers that we'd like to monitor. These computers are behind a firewall, and then I have a server that could be posted on the internet, or it could be on the local area network. I have another computer over here which is designated as a monitoring station, and that computer is where a user would like to be able to sit and monitor these remote computers. And because we're behind firewalls, nothing can talk directly to each other. And so whenever we talk via a command pattern. The monitoring station will send a command to the server, which will forward it over to a certain user agent. That user agent will respond with a message back to the server, and the monitoring station will then pick up on that response. So let's look at the application itself. The application itself is an MPC application. Currently there are no monitoring computers, so let's go to our web app or to our Visual Studio application. Here's the MVC web app right here. That's being hosted locally on my IIS 7. Let's fire up an agent. So when I fire this agent up, what you're going to see is you're going to see the agent go through a number of different modes. And the first mode it did was unknown, and then it did registration, and now it's at thumbnail mode. So now it's registered with my server. You'll actually see here I've got a thumbnail of my current screen area, and you can even see the screener broadcast, the recorder. Let me go to details mode, and again it'll switch to image mode, which is a little bit higher resolution than thumbnail, and then I'll start posting back images every 1 second instead of every 5 seconds. And you can see the image quality is definitely increased, and now we're getting about one screenshot every second or so. Let's go out of this. The new thing I want to show you was a browse feature. This feature is intended to supply kind of a Windows desktop or Windows Explorer type navigation and be able to allow you to retrieve and save files to that remote computer. So we got one computer registered. Let's click on it, and what you see next is it quickly fetched and loaded the file contents for its current directory. Now a little tricky there, because what it really did was it sent a message to this agent, or sent a message to the server saying let's switch to browse mode, and so it flipped the agent. The server then told the agent to go to pull mode, and now it's pulling every 500 milliseconds, which is a pretty fast rate, but we want the responsiveness of this application to be quick, and so 500 milliseconds isn't a big burden, and coupled with the fact that we're not really sending any more data. I'm not sending in image data anymore. I'm just sending responses to my browser queries. So you see a bunch of files. This is a breadcrumb trail for the currently selected directory. So if I want to, I can go back to any particular folder, and you can see this is a pretty quick navigation. So anytime you select something, it sends data, and it's pretty responsive. So let me select a couple of things, and let's say we want to do a download. So I can actually request this information. It'll bundle it up in a zip file, send it to the server, and when it's available, a new link will appear. If I click that link, I'll get the Firefox download, and if I say yes, let's open that with zip, I can actually see that indeed I am getting the contents that I've selected. So those 3 files plus the bin directory, and the bin directory is recursive, and it'll get everything in that folder for me. So once again, my name is Bob Cravens at Random Sparks is the blog at blog.bobcravens.com, and I'll be adding more to this in the future. Thanks for watching.